Okay, we have got everything packed up. It is 10:30 a.m. We wanted to leave here around 10, but somebody on our team was a little slow getting up this morning. I'm not mentioning any names. That's not what we do on Team Outdoor Adventure Club. Say goodbye to Wildcat Lake Island that we stayed at. That is the best campsite on here. We went yesterday and we kind of cruised the whole lake. We took a look at the other campsite. The other campsite's not in good shape. I wouldn't stay at it. It had a massive tree that was over the thunderbox. So the thunderbox was destroyed at that one, and there really wasn't any like flat area. It really wasn't a well-established campsite. So if you're gonna stay here on Wildcat Lake, I recommend the island site if you can get it. Today we have 6 portages to go through, and we're saying goodbye to lake life, and we're moving on to river life is what we're gonna be doing today. So 6 portages, and then we'll get to our campsite, and that should be exciting because we love portaging our canoe is what we love. It's one of the things that we truly enjoy doing, is taking all our gear, putting it on our backs, taking canoes, putting it on our backs, and traveling down trails. Because we're here really early in the year, the first week of June, the trail crews have not been out yet, so we're noticing like a lot of the trails have trees that are down and things like that. And a lot of the portages, now that we're getting deeper in to Lake Superior Provincial Park, they're not marked, meaning that the signs have fallen down from the trees and things like that. So it's becoming a little bit more of a scavenger hunt to find the portages. We hope that on the Sand River, those signs are still available to us to let us know, hey, you gotta take your canoe out here. But we're excited to see some waterfalls, so we're gonna get into waterfall life too. So there's supposed to be a lot of waterfalls that we're going to see, and we're pretty pumped about that. Alright, this is the portage from Wildcat down to the sand. It's marked with a little rock pile that's here. And then there's a little waterfall that's down there that we're going to go check out. 600 meters we have to get through. There's all our gear. And away we go. It's just a dragonfly hanging out, came out from molting. You are a dragonfly. You eat mosquitoes and black flies. You are a friend, dragonfly. Now go do your job, dragonfly, and eat all the black flies and mosquitoes that are surrounding us. That would be super cool. Look where we're at, guys. We are at the beautiful Sand River. And that portage was just overgrown. Like, it hadn't been maintained. It was hard to follow. There are trees down, but like, hopefully the trail crew eventually gets out here. But there are a lot of like trees in the trail, and just it wasn't well maintained. This is probably the worst maintained trail. Would you say that, Jacob?
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes it was hard to follow and figure out where the trail was going. But we managed. We made it to Sand River. But we're going to go right down there, and we're going to do another 200-meter portage. But this is what the Sand River looks like. And then if you're coming the other way, you would see that this is the sign that's telling you that, hey, this is the Wildcat Lake to Minjimagungshing. Yeah, this sign's probably from, I'd say 1984, Jacob? Right?
Sure.
Yeah, this is an old sign. All right, we are halfway done with the portages. This is portage number 3. You can see it's just kind of rapid, then pool, rapid, pool. That was an easy portage to do. So we got 3 more left. The next portage we got, so what, Jacob? We have a 60 meter portage left, but they're just short portages, and we're working our way through the Sand River. That's beautiful. So, when I look at my fly fishing gear, I forgot to bring dry flies. I just have nymphs, so I can only nymph fish and streamer fish, which stinks. I wish I'd brought my dry fly box, but that's okay. I'll get to fish a little bit later on today. Hopefully when I get to camp, I'll be able to get some fishing in, get camp set up. We got 3 more portages. First little brookie on the Sand River on the fly. Super cool brook trout. You gotta wet your hands before you touch them, but yeah. Awesome. Alright, another little brookie. How pretty he is. Such a pretty little fish. I'm gonna let him go. Alright, we got camp set up. Jacob?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Jacob, just want to tell you, yeah. Got a little fire going. That is our hammock is located over there. And Jacob's tent's there. This is campsite 17 on portage 17. Is it, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, this is the bottom one. But really nice campsite. It's really, really buggy, so the mosquitoes are out, but we got the great view of the waterfall that's back over there. So that's pretty cool to have that view in your backyard. And yeah, that's about it. We're going to caught a little bit of brook trout, lots of little brook trout that are here beneath the falls, nothing real big. But yeah, we're gonna get some shut-eye and get ready to go tomorrow. Everyone's gonna... Okay, it is our last full day here. Tomorrow will be Sunday, and hopefully we'll be at the put-out point. It's a night, bright, sunshiny day, so we're gonna push as far as we can today. We saw our first signs of life as far as human beings are concerned. We haven't seen a human since we were at Old Woman Lake, and all the other fire pits are relatively clean, didn't have any burns in them. And then last night we looked in the fire pit and we saw a Bud Light can. You know, Bud Light can? Yeah, we saw a Bud Light can. Bud Light can, guy. Like aluminum, like it requires a very high temperature for it to like melt, and you're not gonna do that in a campfire. You can just take Bud Light can and you can just take it home with you. You know what I mean? You can just take Bud Light can, take it home with you, right, Jacob? Yeah, that's all you need to do, Bud Light can, guy. I know you want to come out here and have a beer, and that's perfectly fine. But if you got the can, it doesn't go in the fire pit. The can packs away and goes home with you, okay? We're taking the Bud Light can home for you, okay? Just want to let you know, in the future, doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. You can see we're kind of in an exciting area right here, surrounded by surrounded by these little trees that are here, and tons of mosquitoes. So hopefully today goes good. We're gonna moving into some faster water, and we got a long portage of 1,000 meters that we have to get through. You have unexpected portages. We have a log in deep water that we couldn't get around. So we have to improvise and create our own portage. Yeah, we're off to a good start today. I mean, yeah, just random log in deep water. We couldn't get around, and yeah, shaved about 40 minutes off our time today, right? Yeah. Added 40 minutes? Yeah. Okay, we're in a good place. It is the Little Brookie Show. It is the Little Brookie Show. It is the Little Brookie Show. All right, we just finished a 90-meter portage, and now we have like a giant stretch of no portages for a long time. So pretty happy about that. Kind of flat water here, and we're feeling good about not having to portage for like an hour or so, and just getting to paddle the canoe is nice. There's a ton of alders on the bank, and it makes it kind of challenging to put in your canoe because they're overgrown, and you have to, we sawed some of them down to open up some of the portages where you have to put your canoe in, things like that. But yeah, that's the challenge today, is dealing with the alders, and getting back in the canoe is a challenge today. But we're managing. We're gonna push on and see if we can get further down the sand. Lots of little brook trout today, nothing big, just little brookies is what we're catching as far as fish is concerned. But we're gonna make a big push here and not fish as much. Jacob, anything you want to add so far?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. Haven't seen any wildlife or anything like that yet. Just mosquitoes everywhere. Just more little brook trout. Nothing big, just little guys. Lots of little fish. River's starting to pick up a little bit. We're getting into more riffles and things like that, so it's kind of cool. Kind of fun paddling. Yeah. So we picked up like another stream back there, and it's got a lot wider, and still catching like a ton of little brook trout. Looks like it's gonna rain, so we're still trying to push through. But the upper stretch that we went through, there's some little tiny rapids and things like that when the river is kind of in tight, and you gotta watch out. There's like 1 or 2 sweepers that you just got to be mindful of, but other than that, it's been pretty easy paddling. So yeah, that's where we're at here in beautiful Ontario on Lake Superior Provincial Park. We got a nice one, nice brookie on the Sand River. It's the one we're looking for. Is a good fish like that. It's a good fish. Pretty. Look how pretty that fish is. It's a good fish. All right, we just finished portaging around those 2 waterfalls. Next we have the 1,000-meter portage, which is supposed to be dreadful, and we're gonna see how far we can get on that. And if we, right now it is 3:53, almost 4 o'clock. So we're gonna try to push through that 1,000-meter and then keep going down a little bit if we can. But yeah, we're working hard. The weather's kind of cool today, but it's cloudy, hasn't rained yet, so we're happy with that. And spirits are good, so hopefully this next long portage goes really good. But according to what we've been reading, it's supposed to be pretty treacherous, so we'll see how it goes. But it's just a little bit ways further downriver. All right, it's my happy face. Finished the 1,000-meter portage. The beginning of it is not that, is the rough part of it. It goes down pretty steep. There's a lot of like rocks that you have to step down. Like it's really steep. That Lady Evelyn Falls is beautiful. Like that's an amazing sight to see. In my whole entire lifetime, like that waterfall like ranks up there pretty high as beautiful waterfalls. That is spectacular to see. All right, this is our last 90-meter portage of the day. Then we're gonna go to our campsite, which is like off of a 200 and some meter portage. Is it, Jacob? Yeah, so 90-meter portage. We completed those two. They're not too bad, but yeah, that's all I got. Nothing major. All right, we made it to High Cliff. That's the campsite we're staying at. And we're pretty wore out. It's pretty late. It's 8:42. We still got camp to get set up. We just got our little fire going. Somebody left us firewood, so that's always good. To have a little firewood to use. And we're gonna use it because our feet are cold and we need to dry them up a little bit. But I'll show you what our camp looked like tomorrow morning, because it could get dark pretty soon, and I don't know if we'll get the GoPro out, but it's kind of cool. This is High Cliff that's back here that I'll show you. This is why they call this campsite High Cliff, because there's a giant, you guessed it, there's a giant high cliff that's beside it. It comes down, there's a little beach. And you have that amazing cliff right there. We have not seen a single person today. We haven't seen a single person since we were at Old Woman Lake. So this is, if you want remote, this is pretty remote. And it's pretty awesome. Hooked another big brook trout. I just got off right at the canoe today. So that was good to see. Next time I fish this, I'm gonna spend more time on the Sand River to be able to fish a little more and to get the fly rod out and use that quite a bit more. The lower section tends to be a little bit better, I've noticed, for the size of the fish. So it's our last day, and we just got done finished packing up at High Cliff, and it's a small Christmas miracle. We're getting out of here at 8:30 a.m. We were able to get up, get packed. This is our earliest departure, and High Cliff is pretty cool. I think that's pretty sweet there. You can see, but we're packing up. I mean, we're packed up, ready to go home. We're gonna go through some faster water now, so we're pretty excited about that. And we got 4 portages today. 500 millimeter. 500 meter. We've just Okay, we just finished that 500-meter portage. We had to line it. It's basically what we did. The trail was bad, so yeah, pretty fun. Walking in the water. There's a lot more quick runs on this lower section, so it's kind of fun. There's Jacob. Jacob's extremely happy. He's getting his water legs underneath him. Struggling to walk on some rocks, but he's getting the hang of it. Just finished the last portage. Now we just had to find the parking lot. This is the last portage. It's really nice. Our battery's kind of running low, so. All right, that's the official end of our trip. I hope you like watching our adventure. And please, if you can click that subscribe button, that'd be super cool. We don't make any money off our channel or anything like that. If you have any comments or anything like that, or have any questions about our trip, please let us know. But yeah, this is Jacob's first major adventure, and I don't know too many 12-year-olds that can say that they could handle doing something like that. 9 days canoe trip in truly remote country. Only saw a group of people, 2 people on Old Woman Lake, so it was amazing. Jacob, anything you want to say?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, that's it. Till next time.